This is Paul. It's freezing outside. Yeah. It's the 17th of January, 8:19, and they have a word in the dictionary called the hillbilly. It's a person living or coming from an isolated rural region, as from the mountains or a backwoods area, especially in the southern United States. Hillbillies. You know, um, I kind of got the feeling that a large number of individuals in law enforcement are actual hillbillies. See, the thought was that those that are sheriffs are really just hillbillies. They live in rural areas where they don't have to enforce the laws. No, no, no. They can just ignore what the law says, and then they can fabricate crimes against you. Have you put in mental institutions knowing that you didn't commit a crime? Now, the word hillbilly has not always been, well, had the connotations of being a positive attribute of an individual. See, I have a certain attraction to hillbillies. A lot of them live in trailer parks. Some of them are large breasted. And I'm kind of wanting to buy some trailer parks today. Yeah. Now, we looked at the trailer parks, and I had known an individual that owned some trailer parks where somebody said, in my family, we pay for sex. Yes. In my family, we don't. We have sex because of the orgasm that you receive from the actual sex that you have. Yeah. Now, let's say I wanted to own large numbers of trailer parks. Individuals that may have very large breasts. Now, listen, hillbilly, right now. You know, your good old boy network has really upset me. See, yesterday I was in the study room and I received a certain amount of emotional comfort, knowing that if I were to die, yes, my adult son, yes, he would have the right to all my intellectual property. And if you arrest me again for the false accusation of a crime, decide that I'm going to have another fraudulent mental health evaluation, yes, so that you can put me in a mental institution, it would be my adult son, yes, that has anything to say about my mental health. Now, my mother that said, well, I know my son. Pooh. I left home at 17. Oh. I did that because I was an exchange student at Denmark. Yes. And then when I moved back, I lived at my grandmother's house, but my father was alive at that time. And I tell you, I had some experiences living with him. And then, I made my own money. I kind of made my own way in the world. Yes. Now, there was one other time where I stayed at her house for 10 days, but as soon as I was there, I did everything I could to move out. I lived above a Japanese restaurant. Yes. Where some of my neighbors were questionable. No! But there's nothing like having an elevator that takes you down to the bar and back up to your apartment.